Hey everybody, welcome back. It's the day and night week, and let's learn a bit about each other. AKA, let's learn a bit about day and night. It'd be awesome if I could learn about you, but that's just not gonna work. Technology will someday. Anyways, the beat shot, because if you remember from the last blog, or if you skipped it, I know your viewing habits. We had this big dramatic fall after this awesome cartoon fight, and the next chapter of the film is the beach shot. And this is the learning chapter of the film. But at first it is really just a moment to breathe after all the chaos of the previous minute. So there's quiet music coming from a radio next to a tanning girl inside of day. Remember the way the world's structured? But otherwise the characters just lied there until the girl sighs and therefore gets their attention. Specifically Knight's attention. It brings his attention to the girl, and for the first time, one of the pairs sees something appealing in the other. So Knight does not fully understand yet, and jumps in front of Day because he expects to have the girl inside him as well. It's a disappointment, however, because the beach is abandoned at night and the girl is replaced with left-behind trash. So Knight's desire for the girl therefore fuels the new collaboration between the two of them. Now Knight sees something appealing and he wants to work with Day to make it happen. So first he pulls Day back to see the girl again. Day catches on to his desires and shows him a pool party instead. It's like, oh, well, if you like that, look at this. Sadly, however, Knight proves he has yet to find anything to offer Day because when he hops in front of the pool, again, same mistake, hoping to find the same thing. What it really does, though, is emphasize to us, the audience, how this is working. It is closed up because it is the pool at night. So this changes, however, when he sees a butterfly inside of Day, and the idea, marked by a light turning on in a shack, inspires him to show Day some fireflies. So he forgets about the girl, and is like, oh wait, I actually have something really cool too. Look at this. So this back and forth all occurs in one shot, with Day and Night pulling each other all over the place to show the awesome things going on inside of them. Rather than just being an amusing display of hormonal blobs, however, it is more about said blobs finding some common ground and beginning an exchange. It's not Knick-Knack who's just looking for a lovely lady to spend some time with. It is more the lovely lady becomes a incentive to start talking and communicating. So it is a turning point in the film where both Day and Night now understand how they work and can begin to understand how the other works. So we've got some self-understanding and how we can use that understanding to communicate with the others. So it's really a primer for the joyful climax of the film because it's not all conflict and pool parties. We have this really awesome climax to get to. So that climax is a montage of Day and Night showing each other what is great in both of them. So what we started to do before, now we get this full 100% awesomeness. It is underscored by very upbeat dance music that immediately increases the energy and momentum of the film. The sights are meant to be exciting and dramatic, and by Day and Night showing each other what is beautiful, it gives a chance for the animators to show the audience what they find beautiful as well. It is emblematic of Pixar to celebrate the elements of their lives that they find to be most fun and most exciting. So it's like the animators really getting us a chance to show how they see the beauty of the world through Day and Night. It's really quite lovely. So this sequence is one of the most overt examples of their optimistic worldview. This optimism manifests itself in a series of spectacles. I know you're all shocked that I love this sequence, right? Optimism in action! A rainbow shows off glittering colors. Planes show off the power of 3D. There's even a clever homage to old westerns at a drive-in, and the film buff in me is very happy. So Day and Night morph and change to show these sights off in the most appropriate way, usually taking on shapes themselves or leaping and gesturing in enthusiasm, and the grand finale is the two of them in Las Vegas, and Las Vegas inspires them to dance. So the second wave of energy is the film in all celebration. They have internalized, Day and Night have both internalized the message of the film, even if they don't realize it yet. And they are simple and joyful and celebrate what is spectacular in each of them with equal fervor as to what they celebrate within themselves. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. This is pure joy, everybody, in really complicated technical animation. Woo! So the last part of the film is the intellectual as opposed to the emotional conclusion, because here we have the emotional conclusion. But we need to kind of emphasize our point here. So as Night swings Day out in their dance, he realizes that Day's presence in front of the radio tower changed it to a daytime talk radio as opposed to the dancing music. It makes sense logically, and it makes much bigger sense, or is a far more appropriate story-wise, because Day doesn't care, because he's too enamored by the music, but Night listens to the speech alluded to at the beginning of this chapter, i.e., Dr. Dreyer's speech. So Dr. Dreyer vocalizes what the two characters have learned about approaching the new, and they appreciate a moment of quiet appreciation. Good job, Lily. Anyways, they take a moment to think about Dr. Dreyer's speech and realize how far they had come. So in the span of 4.5 short minutes, they have discovered, fought, learned, celebrated, and now understand how to approach new perspectives on the world. Until Dr. Dreyer, this was all done visually, with support from sound effects and score. Until Dr. Dreyer, the shifting tone and visual styles were meant to keep the audience as engaged as the characters as they explored their complex world, and it is the most overt example of how complex some of the questions that Pixar tackles in their short films are, and while these films are brief in length, they strive for bigger life lessons. So I'm going to make that a short video, just kind of let you enjoy it for a little bit, and come back with the brief coda and conclusion to Day and Night.